High five.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rich's Top 5.
All right, everybody, ready? Here we go. I need some of that music to get me in roll here. Number 5 on this. It's very rare to see a stat line where the quarterback has not only thrown a pass, he's not only run the ball, but he's also caught the ball. And it's very rare to see in a play-by-play sheet anything that reads Lamar Jackson pass received by Lamar Jackson. 13-yard play. It's kind of like allow myself to introduce myself. Lamar Jackson's 13-yard tip drill is number 5 on this list.
How is this only number 5?
Well, I mean, wait till you see.
Okay.
Listen.
That play was bananas.
I mean, it was something else. And outside of the touchdown drive, it was sight for sore eyes because after they scored the touchdown and then the Chiefs took the lead and then Lamar had a sack fumble.
Yep.
And then back they came and, man, they needed it. And they didn't get anything more than just the 7 from that second drive of the game. So this is just an oddity. Let's just put it that way. That's number 5 on the list. Number 4 on the list is above this, believe it or not. When a quarterback takes 9 seconds to throw the ball. And I'm shorting it. It was like 9 and change. But Patrick Mahomes in this game, when it was tied at 7 apiece, and the Ravens had just scored, and it's a play that the Chiefs needed, because if it wasn't going to be caught, it was going to be a Butker field goal, and it would just be a 10-7 game, and the Ravens defense would feel like they just got off the field and stopped Mahomes, or at least improved on their first defensive possession where it was a touchdown. Instead, Mahomes runs around for 9 full seconds and then flips it up to Travis Kelce somehow like a duck in the air. It looked like it could have been shot down if it was skeet. And Mahomes flips it up to where only Kelce can get it. And you thought, like, there's no way he's going to get it, and then he did. That was one of the most remarkable moments of the day because it kept the drive alive, and then it wound up being a 16-play drive that put the Chiefs up for what wound up being for good. 14-7 was the score after that drive. That's number 4 on this list. Number 3, it's kind of a collection of moments because you could have made 3 different moments from the subject heading of Dan Gamble. Like, that's it. Dan Gamble is the nickname here that we know when Dan Campbell decides to go for it, when the rest of us think that's a little nutty, and then the analytics say you should go for it. But the moments on 4th and 2 when they're up 14, instead of taking that 17-point lead again, 7 minutes and change of the third quarter, or down 3 now, 4th and 3 from the 30-yard line with just 7-something to go in the whole shooting match. Instead of going for the tie, he goes for it again. And then running the ball on 3rd and goal when you need to reserve every timeout you have and then not getting it, which led to what we all know is a try on 4th down that did work, that led to an onside kick. All of those moments together are something that Lions fans will be talking about, and it will be of note when I think he steps to the stage 2 Thursdays from now in Las Vegas and collects the Coach of the Year award.
You really think he's going to win, huh?
I do. So that's number 3 on the list, but I don't know. I don't have a vote, although some people are very upset with the way I'm thinking of voting, or at least I said I was going to vote for certain awards. Number 2 right here on my top 5 moments list for Championship Sunday is the first play of the 4th quarter. It was the Zay Flowers fumble. And this was essentially it, because it looked like he was scoring when Lamar Jackson found Zay Flowers streaking across the middle and L'Jarius Sneed trailing in coverage. It looked like he's about to get right in the end zone, and he leaps for the end zone instead of, I guess, running through the goal line. I know there was contact going to be there, but L'Jarius Sneed with the play of his life, knocking the ball loose just before Zay Flowers crossed the goal line. It was a great call in real time by the officials and took all of about 5 seconds to have it confirmed. And when the Chiefs recovered in the end zone, that was basically it. You could sense it. All the air came out of the building, even with it being just the first play of the fourth quarter. It looked like the comeback was about to start for the Ravens, or at least to make things uncomfortable for the Chiefs. But that was number two. But number one, the number one championship game moment from Championship Sunday of this remarkable football season. I don't know if this nickname's going to fit, but as you know, I always try to nickname it. The Aiyuk-oop is the way I'll call it. Ball up in the air after Dan Campbell makes the decision to go for it on fourth down. Instead of making it a 17-point game, they do not get it, and the Niners cash it in with a deep throw down the middle of the field.
That picture.
Kendall Vildor of the Lions has the ball encircled in his arms.
Shout out to this photographer.
And this still photograph, it's unreal that this winds up being a 51-yard grab for the guy in red.
What?
Rather than the lion-clad individual who seems to have the ball ready to catch. It changed everything. The momentum flipped. It was an opportunity for the Niners fans to get out of their seats for the first time, pretty much since McCaffrey scored in the first half. It was dead quiet in that building. All my Lions friends who were in the building were texting me like it's a library in here. It's unbelievable what's happening here. Eminem's flipping birds to everybody that's trying to talk to him. And so this was the moment that changed everything and probably gave the Lions fans their first stomach drop of the day to go, uh-oh, is this really going to happen to us up 14 on this day when we were up 17? And the answer turned out to be yes, as we know. And those are my top 5 moments of Championship Sunday right here on the Rich Eisen Show. You want to hit it, Mike? This is what you normally do? You
think we need one more?
Oh, my God. Especially when we're going to Las Vegas.
I was like, it's coming, right?
Especially when we're going to Vegas.
We're going to have another one, yeah?
And that one more, as we all know, was necessary to pull off the Vegas heist.
We needed it.
Brock Purdy's magic legs. 3 scrambles for Brock Purdy, all of them for first downs. Yeah, all of them were huge. One of them was on the drive that led to the game-tying touchdown on 2nd and 11, a 21-yard drive that got them inside the 5-yard line from outside the red zone a second time, a 2nd and 6 scramble with the game tied. Detroit went, they went from the Detroit 23 to the Detroit 13. It led to the go-ahead field goal. And then when Dan gambled and did not go for the game tire, and it left the Niners an opportunity to take a 2-score lead on a 3rd and 4 from the middle of the field, he scrambled 21 yards, and that led to the touchdown that eventually was the game winner. Every single time Brock Purdy took off with his legs, it was a first down, and then his 4th run of the game, quote unquote, was a -3 yarder that we're not mentioning, except for the fact that it was in a victory formation last play of the game that sent them to the Super Bowl, largely in part of the way Brock Purdy played. And those are my moments of championship weekend. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.